The new film adaptation of The Mummy removed in the genre of horror, the production stage was completed by director Kronin, publishing an atmospheric picture from one of the key places of action. The frame made at the sunset of the filming process hints at the gloomy, almost ritual character of the coming story. In the photo, an ancient room with stone walls covered with centuries-old dust. Only a dull light breaks through the arches, which is why the space seems to be crushed, as if storing the breath of the past inside itself. The interior details are almost erased by the time, but in such an environment, according to the director, that the true evil is not awakened by the grimace of the zombie, but the primitive horror that eludes logic. Back in February 2024 years, Kronin emphasized that his Mummy would go against the usual idea of the franchise. He insisted that his story would plunge the viewer into the atmosphere, where fear does not explode, but penetrates, where the archaeological expedition becomes not a study, but a violation of the balance between the worlds. The producers of the project are two large studios specializing in Blumhouse genre cinema and Atomic Monster. Jason Blum and James Van are not the first time working with directors striving to create gloomy and intellectual stories. Their participation in production gives the project not only the status, but also the direction towards the cinema, and not the pop culture. Cast Jack Rayner, Leia Costa, Veronica Falcon and May Kalamavi. Their characters have not yet been disclosed, but it is known that the plot is focused around the expedition, which does not run into a curse, but on a systemic collapse of the usual perception of time and memory. The authors intend to combine the myth and psychology, retreating from gross visual images and approaching the anxious feeling of the presence of something invisible. The new Mummy should be released on the 17th of April 2026 years. Expectations are not action, but a slow, almost theatrical disclosure of secrets. History will unfold not only in space, but also in the minds of heroes exploring the boundaries between real and forgotten.